What's up, everybody? We're going live here. My name's Amala. Super happy to be here with y'all. So I'm gonna send this invite link to everybody. And we'll get started in a few minutes. We'll just wait for everyone to get in. Who is in? Be flowing through some charts here. Everything open up. Close this, close this, close this. Take some breaths in. Breathe out. A new breathe in. And breathe out. We are all the energy that's driving this human existence and experience. The deepest energy within the self, within the self, within the self. Going to the original essence of consciousness, to who we are, to recognize what we stand for, to scan the body, scan the mind, scan the breath. Let go of all judgment. Let go of all speculations. Let go of all expectations. Sync up with the breath. One with the breath. Divine light. Divine light. Divine light. I share my screen now. We're rocking nice and steady. Rocking nice and slow. I always begin with a USD JPY. And I got it actually right over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna clear everything at first, right? Remove all drawings, remove all indicators. I'm gonna go here to the monthly chart. I'll double tap the side right here. It's gonna align everything. I'm gonna take my horizontal line, the very bottom here, and I'll put the very top. Since these are the most ethereal, let's put them purple at the furthest ones. I'm gonna do this next level I see here and make that blue. And I see one in between. I'll make that. No, I'm gonna make it darker blue. Okay. So this is the area we're working with. The highest movement we're currently at up here. Lowest one down here. And in the middle here. And we get trend line. I'll do this. These. See. It's the range. All right. Now I'm gonna zoom in. I'm using the scroll button and I'm gonna tap on auto down here so that I can zoom in and it'll give me a good perspective. So I see one level right here. I'm gonna change these reds to a nice little yellow. All right. This will go right back here. And right now, I'm sure this crossing here means something, but it's not catching my mind right now what it is. I just see right here a bounce from this level. And I see on the current move an engulfing monthly candle, which we got 5 days to close. We've had some pretty bullish move. Did I say bearish? I meant bullish here, bullish. We had a big bullish move up. A retracement here on the bear side. Wick touches this level. Candle engulfs. So let's go to the weekly. Weekly. It's a good bounce right here. Breakout happens here. Retest. Up. Resistance. Doji. Symbol reversal. Back to support. Support. Price. Up, down, engulfing here. All right. So more likely to move up. There's some mini little levels here. Let's see. One here. I'm gonna make that. I kind of like this dark red. And I'll make this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that dark red there. I don't want to add too much right now. All right. this first area, this second area. And I see this is kind of a third area right here. Let's make them green since we're going upwards. All right. Engulfing candle. Turn on Bollinger Bands for a second. Right here, we're playing resistance. Path. So I believe this Bollinger Band can continue, something like that, maybe. Just giving a double tap it to finalize. I'm gonna change it to the same color as B band. Something like that. Right, so approaching a little bit of a wedge in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like we could look for a breakout of the span. To the weekly, or we could see resistance here and then move back down. All right, let's go daily. So we've had some bullish movement. It's weakening a little bit here. I went from the daily. I see that we're on a downtrend right here. Let me turn off these B bands again, okay? I don't want to confuse anyone. I'm gonna remove that for now. Okay, so we're in between these two levels. The moving average, I will say, or the B band middle line is around, the median average is around here where this 140 zone is, or like right here, 30, between 130, 140 and 136. Got this area. Right here we have potential resistance. So next level, we definitely want to see a break there. Right now we're looking resistant a bit in the daily. Still bullish, honestly. Haven't had any engulfing candles downwards, so I would probably suspect this to break. Misconception that can come into mind is that when a price approaches an area, every time it's gonna bounce. But that might not be the case. So, some people might think here that let me put a short in and let me go back down here. But because we've had this upward movement without any sign of reversal, we can't assume. Cannot assume what it's gonna do next. So I'm gonna go from the daily now to the 3 hour. On the 3 hour, get this trend line, I'm gonna put like here. And I'm already seeing a little bit of a wedge. So there's potential for it to actually be playing a good resistance there, and it could go down. But I need confirmation, like a breakout down here, retest. And if it shows us as support there, or resistance, excuse me, still, they can probably take a small scalp. Probably to be safe right here. It's that level. Kind of looks like a Z. You could try to write down to major levels, but usually if there's a little wedge, I think sometimes you see a breakdown to the next immediate level and then a reversal back up and it can continue higher. So I think it's important to know our limits, not in a bad limit, but to learn yeah, where we're at. And there's always more opportunities, so it's better to take a shorter move with the right confirmation. So right now I don't got confirmation. Go to that hour, but it is getting close to something, right? You gotta admit that um that this wedge could break down and it's pointing upwards. So usually when it's pointing upwards on the bottom is going up. This is an upward facing wedge. I'm gonna show you. Anything like this where you see Alt T, I'm gonna learn that. Alt T. So upward wedge, something like that, where either both are angled up or just the bottom one is angled up like that. Still has an upward movement. Uh, downward facing wedge gonna be this one is like that. Instead of like this, it is gonna be like this. And then the other one, Alt T, is gonna be, am I doing it backwards? Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I'm doing it backwards. So it's gonna be one like this. Oh, I'm doing, wait, bro, I'm tripping myself. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's supposed to be like this. There we go. There we go, baby. Okay, downward pointing wedge. The price will go like this. Price will go like this. And then it'll break out. And then it'll test here. And then when it retests there and it proves itself as a support, you buy right there and you write it up to this level and you get out maybe before the level, like right here. Okay, it's an upward scenario. In a downward scenario, let's remove these two lines. And this one, this is what I would expect to see price do. Downward movement here, maybe a little lower. And it's gonna pump back up here. Maybe a wick up here, but closing candle here. And then price goes down to this level. And then probably bounces back up. That's an idea. So our entry is not necessarily here on the breakout. Our entry is a confirmation. And then what we're looking for next is this level to break, this resistance. Because right now this resistance, the price has been at it for a while. So we want to see a break of that resistance. Price retest here. And then we look at a longer time frame because the other one was more like maybe shorter day trade, I think. But this one, we look at the next level over. Like if we get support right there, And then a wood. Take a trade to the next level, based on where I have seen the last support and resistance here. So right now we're on the downtrend, right? Let me clear this. Okay. Actually, yeah, we'll clear that. And this one's good. We'll leave it. Yes, okay. This one, make it green. All right, so I expect nothing from the market. It can do anything pretty much at any time. So what I can expect from myself is to be watchful, patient, trusting in my reasoning, and wait for an opportunity to present itself. Not to be stuck here waiting for this to make the move, but in between can be preparing our risk here, checking out our lot size. Is it going to be a 0.5 with $50 risk? Is it going to be a 0.2 with a $20 risk? Or is it going to be a 2 with a $200 risk? It depends on our account size. And it depends on our closing price. We can go here. We can ask questions to the Bhagavad Gita. We can go on Humanity and order one of their t-shirts, $33. What? Shout out to Poetic. We can try to look for a better car insurance. So funny, and just be patient because the market's not going anywhere, but our money is. And so it's a matter of time. Give me 1 second. 1 second. We talk about manifesting things as I talked about getting better car insurance, and here we go. I got some mail for it. So I'm on a 15-minute time frame now, and this is what I see. I see that we have a even smaller little wedge here going. Don't make too much the difference, but it can actually. So if we see a breakout above here, and then we see a breakout above here, then we might consider going upwards. If we see a breakout down here and a confirmation, we might want to write it down a bit. Maybe to here, maybe to here, maybe to here. Depends on our goal. There's this level here. There's another level here. And level here. So people have take profit zones, can write it down, can move your stop loss into profit. Move your stop loss into profit. If we're writing it down here and we get our take profit hit, we're not going to just increase our lot size and get back in and down. We're going to wait. We're just going to wait for something like this where level shows a support. Like if you're going to ride this up, right? You're going to ride this up and you saw the move happening. I'm going to show you. So this one up here, touch resistance, went back down, hit support. Let's draw these as these blue lines. And let's change it to blue. This one. Okay, we're all blue right now. Okay. So we saw this. Resistance, support, confirmation support, price, man, I mean, I think I remember something like this happening. Crazy move, but there was a lot of volatility. It was probably like some news. What was that? No, actually, no. I don't think I saw it. Did I see it? No, that's like 3 a.m. Usually at 3 a.m. Hawaii time. This market goes wild, like, just like, no, I can't. Usually, like, early in the morning is the best time. It's just flowing and I can understand the market a lot better at certain golden hours. Sometimes like 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. It's pretty nice. So where were we? Okay. This one's confusing me. This little wedge. I mean, this no. We're here, right? We saw the breakout. We're here. We're seeing the write up. We get back in. It breaks out, and right here is pretty much a retest, even though it's not straight on the line. But it plays like a, what do I say? There's a range of areas that you can find support in here. And this is like almost like a wick, could be like a wick on a higher time frame. So right here was confirmed on a smaller time frame though, right? Because it came back up, it broke out, and it gave us it gave us a little golden period to enter. Like this is like 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes or so to enter. Even on this candle, it's confirmed. I would say. So entry here would be good still too. And you would get in. Let's say you got in at this one. And maybe you put your stop loss right there where that wick is at. And then your take profit could have been right there where that's at. Or it could be the level up, which we would know based on a higher time frame. Where we got these. No, I'm gonna put an extra one. Where we got these wicks here, this one and these ones, all this area. Let me put this middle one here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 15. I'm gonna double click here, so we're back where we're at. And so there we had then where we're at here. So there we have two possibilities. Can write it up to that level that we just drew. Another one here and another one here. If you would have chosen any of those three, you would have been in profit. 1, 2, 3 in profit. But sometimes you could write it here, right? Take your profit here, right? Look at the price went down, found a support again, could have re-entered right on some kind of support, some kind of engulfing candle. Let's see, to give an example. You see that here is gone back up every time it hits here. Here, it had an engulfing candle like this. That would have been a perfect entry. Re-entry. Enter. Stop loss right underneath this. Right, and then you take profit since you already wrote it to this level. You can anticipate it'll go to the next level. So maybe you can get back in. And then there you go. Up, down, didn't hit stop loss. And eventually hit for the patient one. Okay, because if you would have gotten out on that trade, maybe you just wait here. If you saw that it says the next level, you could just wait for a retest here, like the retest to happen here. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then you write them up, and then you're there. You're out, waiting, right? We could have been waiting. We saw here, price breaks out, and then look at retest. Could have gotten in there for a sell. Back to the support. Wait. If it's going sideways and weird like this, we don't make a decision at that point because it can go any way. Here an engulfing candle, maybe you could have gone up a little bit. As soon as you saw this engulfing candle, get out. So even if your profit is only 1-1, just get out. But I think there would have been could still have been profitable. Like if you would have gotten that engulfing candle, you got in, you would have still, if you had your stop loss down here, you would have still been like at 1.5 about. So still could have been in profit. Well, actually, no, sorry. We saw that engulfing candle. We got out. Well, it's okay. It's better to be a little bit in profit instead of a little bit negative. So yeah, as soon as you saw that engulfing candle, get out, close the trade, wait. Wait for it. Where do you see next? Breakout under and support. You could have gotten in there, and then maybe if you saw this engulfing candle, you probably got stopped out. That's no problem. See some wicks here, kind of like what's going on. See a breakthrough here, and then here, bodies both close below. This could be tricky with this wick. If you put it too close, could stop us out. So maybe if we enter the trade, would get down. But look, see, sometimes we can think it's gonna go down, and it could go down a little bit, but then it'll stop us out, right? So if we got stopped out around here, maybe, right? Maybe we feel all I don't know how different people react to their emotions and that, but we gotta clear our bias, change our perspective, and say that anything can happen in the market anytime. If we're too stuck on it, continue to go down our way because we've been writing it down, then we're missing the bigger picture. The bigger picture would be to see, another kind of possibility that the price has been going like this, right? You know what I'm saying? So right here, get stopped out. And then we've seen support being played here, like 1, 2 times, like these wicks. That's a good sign for entry. And even if you entered at this wick, I'll tell you, like, let's see how it looks. Because I think there's always opportunities for those who are patient. Even if you enter that wick and you put the stop loss down here, and you're gonna write it up to the next level that we had seen in the past, it'll be a 1.9 risk to reward ratio. It's worth it. You can move your stop loss into profits or just write it all the way up. Got it out of the trade, wait again. You see these strong wicks, sign up continuations, kind of gonna keep going up. Can enter perhaps again. Maybe this wick is really volatile and you're seeing a lot of selling pressure there. So you're like, I don't know if I want to enter. You wait, maybe get another opportunity. You see a more calm wick. You don't even have to get in between levels, honestly. Like I'm just over. That's over achieving. Like honestly, can put a level here and be like, all right, we got a level there. Yeah, in that level, and put my stop loss underneath it. Can do that, or it could just wait. Cause look right here, it broke the resistance, and it played support here. Could have been a perfect entry. That's a better entry right there. Somewhere like that, or maybe the engulfing candle there. You put your stop loss underneath the wicks or the body. Maybe you want to do the body to get better risk reward. And you write it up there. It's about 1.5 or so. Like it's just a little bit under. I don't know if you'd want to take it if it's that short, but price went up and back down. And now we broke down, right? Up. And right now we're on this level, right? Like with an engulfing candle. If I see a support here, I might write him up. I know we saw something else there before too, so yep, so that's a little analysis on USGPY here. At the end of the day, I think I had seen upward pain upward wedge, and we might see some more support up here, and then we might see a possible breakout down of the wedge, or maybe even more likely, it could just break above here, and then this won't matter as much because now we're in new territory, and now we're thinking about move up to this side and the profit zones in between. Yeah, it's a lot of information, you know. And I think it's good to now just wait and see what happens in the AM. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of movement at this time. Usually not very much. Starts picking up at midnight and stuff, but I don't feel like staying off it. So if I miss on this movement, it won't matter because it probably break out sometime tomorrow morning, retest, or down here, vice versa. So we'll see. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna end that stream there. On USD GPY, I mean, and do a quick transfer to some cryptocurrencies because let's see. I'm gonna go to the monthly. I'm gonna double click right on the side. I do this. I do something so simple here, and I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like this. I feel like this level is significant. This what you would call this? Because the wicks have touched 3 times here on this trend line, and then we got some support here, and we actually broken above that support and where the wicks are at. We're in that wick territory again. And last time we were at that territory, we just got moves on upwards. So another thing I see, and I'm gonna try this out, is I don't know if that looks good to me. I will do our all-time last high, which was right here. I'm gonna change that to a lighter blue color so it matches. Okay, so we did dip below that area to 16K, and right when we get to 16K area, Which was actually like the lowest I think line was what 1550 or so, 1550, 555. And then push on upwards, engulfing candle here, and continuation candle. We have 5 days left for this monthly close. On the weekly, 3 days left, and it looks like a bounce. Do you see it? So before we were not in that area, we had just been playing with it. Wicks here is perfect wicks to me. Like it just makes sense to me. And I see a bounce here. So what I assume, no, I'm not gonna assume, I'm gonna say in my opinion. Let's see, you got that 28K level, right? And in the between of it, you have to say this lower here, 27,956. It might even connect with here a little bit. So I think that we're gonna move on to that up that level. Honestly, I think we're gonna. I think that it's possible we come up to like a 40K and then go sideways for a while. For a big while, like back and forth, back and forth. I don't know back, all the way back down here, but I would say maybe between 28K and 46 or 40. If that makes sense. But I think we're gonna get a huge launch upward. Like I'm thinking, I don't know why the number 13 stands out to me, so I'll just say something. Right? Like, yeah, I think people think it's gonna go higher. Like, but I'm fine with taking profits over here. I'm fine with taking profits at 108. So I'll put that as a little auspicious reminder that okay, the euphoria is over. And just wait. And just wait. I think it's going up. So what month is that? Nah, I'm not gonna predict that it's gonna go up in summer of 2024, but or was it spring 2024? A year from now, could be. Could be a year from now. One thing to notice is that between this one and this one, look how much time and there's a fake out here, right? So look how much time it was. 2017, 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years. This one could be right here. We get from mid, so 1 year, 2 years, 2 years, 4 years. It could be a little longer. Like probably not gonna pop off there. But the thing is just an example. Could be like I don't know. I just feel like wouldn't it make sense if it matched the length a bit? Or maybe too many people think that way and they just wanna catch you off guard and a bit earlier. I don't know. But I'm prepared either way, right? We're gonna just be prepared. Right now it's looking pretty good, pretty bullish. Let me look at some quick altcoins. Ooh, look at that. Wow, that's crazy. Let me take these fibs off. That's crazy. I don't know what happened there. Okay. So, phew, we're like down here. We go on a daily. Look at that thing, it's so small. This thing, like, it's just like at its bottom. Saber. I still have some kind of faith in it because when you go to Phantom Wallet, you go to phantomwallet.com. What's right here? It's still there, Saber. So that's a sign to me, because if they're supporting it the most. To put it there, Radium, Magic Eden's a big place. Serum, I heard was a good one, I believe. So I will just hold on to what I got because I think that whatever I had got is gonna go up. I have faith. I think we've passed the worst. Oh, excuse me. I think we've passed the worst. So I'm just holding what I have in Saver and see what it does. But I'm not gonna sell it. I'm just gonna hold it. And I've actually added more to it at these levels because I'm just like my money went so down from like I think when I bought it was like I bought it. I bought it. I bought it over here, Ross and sisters. And so yeah, my money went way down. But not to worry, because as far down as it goes, it's gonna sling back up even further. Just you wait and see. So I added like I probably lost a few $100s, but I was like put a few hundred down here and I'm gonna have exponentially greater like gains. Don't sell what I have. Add a little more, be detached from the money amount because I was not attached to that few $100s from the get-go. That's why I invested just a few $100s. So that's all good. That's all good. Let's see. This is Radium. Radium's been on a excuse me. Radium's been on a little bit of an uptrend as of late. Oh my gosh, I promise I know how to do this. Here we go. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, so we'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. Um, long term, pretty good investment. Gonna go way high. I think it's all time high. I don't know. Right here it says 17, but I think it's higher. CoinGecko. Yeah, so like all-time high was like what I see right here? Would I actually see that? Yeah, 77. Where am I going? Back up. What's it? Back up here. It says it right here actually, the on overview, right? Oh, right here on the side. I was missing it. Okay. Right here on the side. All-time high 1683. So I guess trading view kind of shows it higher. What? So 1683 right now, current, and the lowest low was 13 cents. So take my calculator out. Let's see. I'm gonna do 17 divided by, I believe it's divided by, what's the current price? 29 cents. Let's do 30 cents, 0.3. So it's 56x, I believe, right? So could I do 56 times 0.3 and get 16? Yeah, so 50x, 56x possibility, but we thinking 500x is not too far-fetched. So maybe aim a little higher, have some take profits in between. If the money's transformational, just take the profits and wait. And then reinvest a portion of that money. Always have more money in your reservoirs than you invest so that you never run out. This one, funded accounts. Yeah. new goal of mine in the works. All right, so yeah, it's really in a bullish zone because like we just rode it up to the next level of $2, just make so much money on this 10x. So oh, getting sleepy, so I'm gonna end the video, this stream here. I end the video here. I thank you all very much for tuning in. May you all have a beautiful, restful night wherever you are, and a beautiful day ahead. Uh, love, peace, and aloha from the beautiful lands of Hawaii. Aloha, aloha, aloha.